charge of Facebook?
Ryan, you gonna hop on that Facebook?
Let's see how this works.
I think Ryan's
got
gonna find
a computer.
a pleasant surprise. We're gonna be in. I'm doing this one in 1080 because I can.
Right.
Our Brady Bunch is
On
good.
this one. I'm gonna whip out my big old Brady Bunch on you.
Slap it all over your face. All right.
Oh, I got my
You
other
know
shirt,
it.
you guys.
Now the question is, are they actually over your nipples?
The question.
You know, I think the shirt invites the question a little bit.
You better watch.
A
You better
little
watch.
bit.
You better watch it because HR is gonna get going over here.
Yeah.
HR, this guy. HR, he might be drunk. enough
Maybe
to
HR
be
needed
now.
to shut to get here first.
Oh, it must be quite. I'm pointing at Larry
Patrick, I know
on
you're
my
not
screen.
I've been drinking since my
I'm in a completely different location. Oh, that's you can't find me, Rob. Woo.
That's awesome. Bump it up and up. It's a story of a crappy podcast with a bunch of drunken bums that I know. Larry's drunken, and Tom is vaping, and I'm a big ol' hoe. All right, anyway.
You can't call yourself a hoe.
He can
Well,
be
I was gonna say
self-aware.
I actually last second censored myself, so.
How do you get rid of glare on your glasses when?
How do you get rid of syphilis?
You take off the
Contact.
glasses.
Lasers.
A needle.
Like a
Like mom.
50s movie.
You cauterize
You
your
You guys
walk
suck
up to
at-
a woman and say, "Oh, you'd be so much better looking if you take your glasses off."
Does that happen?
They're gonna hit
Does
you.
anybody actually say that?
Yeah,
Seems like a good way to get
it's
punched in the
absolutely
dick.
in a movie.
All
It is
right,
absolutely.
Oh, in
Bogart-
movie, yeah, okay.
Bogart says it in a movie. Yes.
All right,
Right.
let's do this.
That's not like reality, you know, because the reality is we just say whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, she could have a bald spot she accidentally shaved onto the side of her head. It's like, she's looking great, baby. Yeah. Whatever.
Hey, hot stuff.
Don't care till tomorrow. Probably
That's
won't care then
mine,
either, to
not
be honest.
yours.
To be honest. Any port in a storm, as we say. Even if it's partly cloudy. Live from the 6 sub 4 basement. Well, not really. Guys, gains and beer.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Oh, I'm out of beer.
Hooray.
Aw.
So let's find out what everybody's drinking tonight. Let's start out. Tracy, what are you drinking?
I have my usual PBR, but I brought this for Larry.
Oh, if you drink it in front of him, he's gonna get really
come over
angry.
and get it, huh?
Patrick, put your headset back on. What are you drinking?
Angry Orchard.
What are you drinking?
Angry Orchard.
Oh, okay, all right. Jacob, what are you?
Ooh.
No, you know, so
Too sweet
I
for
gotta
me.
tell you, I got off on that for a little. Phrasing.
Oh, blah.
I moved away from that when
It
Reds
is called
came out.
Viking's Blood.
Is it any good?
That looks good.
Oh, it is very good. The thing that they say is serve in a chilled wine glass of, like, I think it says a port wine glass. I don't have that. I have a stone mug.
I
No,
actually
well, you know what?
have to
Actually-
disagree. You're supposed to drink that out of the skull of your enemies. I
Thank
mean,
you. That's exactly what
You're
I was
actually
going to
supposed
say.
to drink out one of those commemorative Flintstone mugs from when the
Gonna say-
Flintstones movie came out back in the 90s at McDonald's.
If I had the skull of my enemy, I would drink that out of it. But yet, right now, I have a nice stone mug.
Larry, what are you drinking?
I used to have a port glass, but I broke it recently.
Aw.
Unfortunate fire
Drinking
accident.
too much port.
Exactly. So evidently, Larry, you're not drinking port tonight. What are you drinking tonight, Larry?
I am drinking Kronbacher Maybach. Out of this delightful glass
My box are wonderful.
Oh, that
for
is
the band Wrath.
Nice
Ooh.
glass. Tushar, what do you got going?
And
I got
I wanna
the
throw the
modern
plug in.
times beer.
All right,
I had
Tushar,
a few more in the fridge, so
White
yeah.
Claw? I can't hear you, Tushar.
Oh no, it's not White Claw. It's the modern times.
Oh, Modern Times. Okay. Look
Yeah.
on the
White
side.
Claw.
Kind of looks like a White Claw because I can. I was.
Wait,
no,
is that a beer or what is that?
Yeah, it is a beer.
And is it just kind of a standard like?
No, it's a gauche.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got passion fruit and guava. So I mean, the saltiness and the sourness. It does it pretty well. So it's just one beer that I
Probably
can
a little
drink all
pumpkin
day.
spice.
A little pumpkin spice, a little hazelnut.
Was that the missing
No,
spice
no,
from
to get the
pumpkin
balls
spice?
tingling.
Oh. All right, Rob, what are you drinking tonight?
Hold on, let me get back
You're-
on the
you're
screen.
too-
There we go. This is Shifter Pale Ale by Lakefront Brewery.
Ooh.
And then I'm backing it up with
Ooh.
some River West Stein.
Dang, nice call.
Nice.
So wait, what's their shifter pattern there?
And that's a
5.
6.
It's a 6.
That's a 6.
All right.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
There were actual cars that were 3 on the floor.
3 on the tree. I had a
3 on the tree.
Yeah.
You
We
have
got
a
the
truck?
3, 4 on the floor.
Yeah, that truck,
All right.
yeah.
You know what I
I'm just
really
not-
want is. Oh, sorry, Tom.
No, it's okay. I'm just drinking Pabst. I've been drinking it since this afternoon's meetings.
Good for you.
That's the only way to survive
Sounds
them,
like you,
right?
Tom. Sounds
Trust
like
me,
you.
it was, man. I have to go through one more of these. We're picking a new chemical management program for the university, and if I have to sit through one more of those fucking meetings sober, I was gonna go crazy. So no, I started drinking before the
So
meeting.
is it mildly a little bit ironic about chemical dependency? Oh wait, no, that's
Only,
No,
only
that's
if you're
okay.
using a funnel to
Yeah.
dump it in your ass. There,
Yeah.
Larry.
All right, management.
Oh, come on. Who hasn't done a butt chug?
I got,
No, I mean,
shock top Belgian wheat.
Oh, I love those. Those are so
Good
good.
stuff.
Trying to
I
stay
haven't had
weird.
one of those in ages.
That's
They
what-
had 15 packs for the price of a 12 pack, which is about the most Wisconsin thing I can think of. So I got some.
Where?
have not tried the Belgian wheat shock top. I'm gonna have
Pick
to.
and save? Question mark. I don't know. Madeline
Which
picked it
one,
up.
though?
I wasn't there.
Oh, well, I'll message her and ask her myself.
Well,
I
there
keep
you
wanting
go.
to go into pick and save, and I look and I'm like, that just looks like COVID to me. There's like 3 or
Alright.
4 places where I go, and I'm like, yeah, if I was gonna catch it, that's where I'm gonna catch it.
No, it's the Piggly Wiggly by my place. You can just see it radiating off the top of the building.
You must live by
Alright.
me.
Dallas, what are you drinking?
Good old PBR. I got about 30 cubes of it, so I'm good for a while.
Stocked up for the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going out for a while. Don't need to now.
How about you, Tyler? What do you got?
I'm doing my usual, which is sipping on brandy, like a good Wisconsin boy.
All right,
Good
Ryan,
boy over there. Good boy.
what do you got?
I'm enjoying birthday beers. So I'm working on the Hinterland 30 pack, or not 30
Hey,
pack,
birthday boy.
Hinterland's a good
variety
brewery.
pack. This is the Splitty Amber Ale.
Yeah, we've done some of their beers
Pretty
on the
good.
show before, and I don't think we've had a bad one from them yet.
No, they
I
did.
also
Old Bach, that's
recommend.
really good.
I recommend if you're in the Green Bay area and when things are open, that you do the Hinterland tour and maybe sit down and enjoy one of their homemade stone pizzas. They're actually really good.
I
And
have not
they
been to that
often
brewery yet.
they often will recommend pairings of pizza toppings with different types of beers. So I recommend that one.
Cool. All right, so now that we know what everybody's drinking, Rob, besides drinking, why are we here tonight?
That was pretty much it, I thought. I mean,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. We'll just sit
All
and drink.
right.
yeah.
Well,
Hey, they say
get
don't
the hell out of
drink,
here.
don't
Oh,
drink
I wanted
alone,
to say
so
one
that's
other
how we
thing
do it.
about beer.
Yes.
I really need to go back to New Zealand. Well, I do.
Oh, yeah.
I miss a New Zealand beer.
Yeah, that was good shit.
That was
That
a-
I-
You've been to New
Killer.
Zealand?
No, when Alex went to New Zealand.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
beer he brought back that one
brought
time.
us back that tasty New Zealand beer.
That was good
No.
shit.
I wish
I-
we could
I-
order it.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. What's tonight's
I
topic?
mean, you can order it, but it'll probably
Besides
fail.
beer.
Huh? Oh,
What's on
still
tap
playing
tonight?
all these. Still playing after all these years is the topic for today. What's that one game you've been playing for years and plan to continue playing? Our contestants today will be competing for what's left in my beer bottle.
Fabulous prizes.
Yes, you'll be competing for a nice bottle of backwash. Mm-mm-mm.
And
All right.
I gotta tell you,
we
really enjoy how you freeze up every once in a while, like Max Headroom.
I think you have terrible internet
Larry,
because
that-
he's not
Larry,
freezing
we're
up.
old.
Yeah,
here.
that might be you, Lair.
Larry, we're old.
No, I'm
Actually-
seeing Rob freeze up every once in a while.
I think you're having
He
mini
Just
seizures,
right now.
and like
Larry, do you smell toast?
no almonds.
No, you did right there. You just did right there because your hand went from here and down to here with no movement.
Yeah,
involved.
I'm not wrong usually.
You're pretty long.
Okay, all right.
not
Tracy-
usually, all the
Tracy,
time.
You get to start this mess off tonight.
Oh, okay. So one game, so I guess you guys could call me a noob when it comes to gaming. I mean, I did when I was a kid, obviously with the Nintendo and Super Mario's, but so for the last 4 years, I have acquired over 9,000 hours in Path of Exile. Get that food out of my face. Why do you always got to do that shit to me? Don't you know I'm a fatty?
We didn't notice.
All right, so tell people a little bit about Path of Exile.
So Path of Exile, it's Diablo for adults. That's
Not
what-
Diablo was for adults.
I'm gonna just let that slide.
It's a little bit more involved. You have a lot more options to create your character the way you want to. It's not like where Diablo they give you like 3 or 4. Their seasons are way different. They have a lot of added content on them. They're actually coming out with a Path of Exile 2 hopefully next year, I think. So that's super exciting, but
So
I have made so many different builds in that thing. It's not even funny. It's like you could play D&D forever. It's like that. You can play this game forever.
is
You
it
never
primarily a solo thing or a mostly online
no.
thing?
You can, no,
So
you
it's
can
more
run
like
up to 8 people.
Right. Okay. So
It's very much a Diablo.
so as far as
clone.
you say it's like Diablo. It's probably got like a gameplay kind of like Diablo, but
So top down. Yeah.
but the character building is a little more complex and a little more involved.
Yeah, the passive tree is what they call it. It's a lot. There's a lot more
It sounds
different
aggressive.
ways to go. It's very aggressive.
That's an aggressive passive tree.
It does.
I like passive aggressive. I prefer just aggressive.
Yeah. So, if you guys are into Diablo, check that out. That's better because
It's free to play as well.
Why do you keep going back? Why do you keep going back to it? I mean, there's lots of games that come out with new ones all the time. Why do you keep going back to that one?
Because it always changes and there's always something new to it.
Is it outrageously easy?
No.
That's good.
No.
Diablo became silly.
Diablo is so easy. That's why I call it Diablo for adults. Diablo is just boring, and then you get to the end. And end game is boring in Diablo too. Going through rifts in Diablo is just doing the same thing over and over and
It's
over.
a hell of a grind.
With
pretty grindy.
yeah,
It's
with
Candy
Path,
Crush.
there's different stuff. There's different content every
Is
single
that a
day.
video game or a night at the discotheque? Hell of a grind.
You say grinding? Yeah.
Funny story. It's made by Grinding Gear Games.
And it's
You know what
a
grinds
perfect
my
example
gears?
of how to do free to play right.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of those out there.
There's absolutely no play to win in it. The only
Nope.
thing you're ever gonna buy is skins if you want them.
It's all cosmetic.
Mhm.
Wow, that's
It's
very
completely cosmetic,
Yeah.
and they do such a good job. The graphics are amazing. And they just keep getting better and better every season. Everything they improve all on it constantly, and their community, the support they are for their community is incredible. Like, people will say, "Hey, there's something wrong with this." They fix that thing within 24 hours. It's done. It's fixed.
So since their stream is essentially skins, which is way different than the shirts. Do you notice that? Do you notice a lot of people running around with specialty skins? Like, does it look like it's working?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Well, Path of Exile's been around since what, 2012?
Alex.
13.
2013.
Thanks. Yeah.
So I mean, they've been on a free-to-play model for 7 years. They said when it was in early access that they would never do pay to win, and they've kept their word on it for 7 years. So they've been pretty successful.
Yeah, and they just had their first con. That's what Alex went to in New Zealand this year.
Any in-game advertising stuff like that to help pay for it? Or, wow, that is really impressive. Now I'm going to try Path of Exile.
Nope, I've been trying to get you guys to do this for a while.
I know you have.
Now I'm on the Dead by Daylight. Like, do this too, but with Path of Exile, yeah. And the thing is their community loves them so much that we're more than willing to buy skins, and you can even win some skins too by like completing your completing quests for like the stuff and everything too.
And they've got Twitch Prime packages, so they get some revenue from that. You know, if you have Twitch Prime, get your skins exclusive to that. So they've got other revenue coming in, but you don't get advertisements or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick, I hate to interrupt your dinner.
Oh, wait, can I say one more thing?
Okay, say one more thing.
I have to give Josh a little bit of crap for not showing me Diablo when we were younger.
Okay, that's Josh. She's giving you crap. All right,
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude? I played a ton of it.
What the hell?
I know. I watched him play Diablo every day of my life for.
Oh, really? Okay,
2 years.
Never mind. All right. Patrick, what game have you been playing forever?
Well, probably the one game that I would always be playing forever is probably going to be a Fallout series. Like, I started out with Fallout 3, with the Fall New Vegas, and been ups and downs, but, you know, stick with the franchise that you enjoy.
New Vegas.
Yeah, New Vegas, it was much better than 3.
It's much better than anything.
Yeah.
And New Vegas is a masterstroke.
And I don't know what they're going to do next. Like, they did pop out the last one, the Vault. What was
76 is a
76.
borderline crime.
Yeah,
it's crap. Everything is crap. It's like it all. It's like it all led up to New Vegas, and that was the last and only good one.
Yeah, but the concept. But it was like the concept behind it is interesting. Oh, they're trying to do a multi-universe though.
It feels like an unfinished mod for Fallout 4. That's the best way I can describe 76.
And I can only think that they're probably going to combine this with their next game. I can only imagine what they're going to do for Fallout.
Yeah, I hope they don't screw up more with Fallout. It's kind of sad what happened with that. You know, that's the only Fallout. I started with Fallout 1, the original Fallout. I started played through 2 tactics, all of them. And this is Fallout 76 is the only one I looked at and said, nah, not interested.
Yeah, I did not.
The world I wanted to be in.
They announced it.
You know?
Yeah,
76 is okay if you're playing with like 3 other people online and you play together all the time. It's fun. I picked it up for I think $20. I would absolutely not recommend spending more than $20 on it.
Yeah.
So if you get it on a steal, it's on Steam now with the Wastelanders. Like if you get it on a good deal, I don't know. It's not awful, but it's not good.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems with a beloved series is if just good, it doesn't seem good enough. When
we're overly critical of things we love. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to some of our audience members. Tony's watching us tonight. Tony Hall.
Hey,
Rob?
Tony!
Hi, Tony.
Love you, man.
Benjamin's watching us, and
I bet you-
Kent's in the channel.
Hey.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's continue on. Okay, Jacob.
What game do I keep going back to? That
Yeah.
would be Dragon Age. Obviously, as we all know, I've spent hundreds of hours in just one of the games. So I just love playing different characters and then doing the different characters in different ways. Most people that play these types of games, they go in and they play it one way, and then they go in and go, oh, I'm going to play it differently. But this is the way that makes it work. I play it a different way, even if it means that it's going to be more difficult for me to play.
Yeah, the nice thing about Dragon Age, you have so many options of the way you can play that game through.
Yeah.
So now, do you play it a different way, complete it out, then come back into a different way completely, or do you kind of a little bit here and a little bit there?
I do one way completely through.
All right.
And then I will go into... I'll usually go to another game, play that for a little bit, come back, play it a different way completely, and then if I'm feeling like playing something else, I will go to something else. Otherwise, I will just be like, hey, I haven't done this type of fighter, or this type of mage, or this type of thief, and just go through and just start figuring out all the different various ways to play. I made some characters that were impossible to play at the beginning of the game. Found out later, I was like, oh, they're impossible to play at the beginning because you're so weak and squishy. But later in the game, I am just going, hi, just let me look at you and I will kill you.
So when did you pick up Dragon Age? I mean, when did you start actually playing it?
Oh, that should have been something I looked up when Dragon Age 1 first came out.
2009.
So Dragon Age
And I-
Origins, did you manage to sleep with every character and they all still stay part of your group?
No, that
Yeah, the
actually
children
is,
watching
That
the
is
show,
super
Larry.
impressive if you can.
that is actually an impossibility in there.
It is not an impossibility. You
They-
can
Hilarious that Larry slept with them all.
Okay, because
you
They
can
actually-
sleep with them all in the same game and not piss them off and
'Cause when
still
you
have them
first-
be part of your group. I
when
know some
when
of
you
them
first
fight.
get the game, the first run of the game actually had a defected code that wouldn't allow you to do that.
That got way deeper and darker than I really wanted it to
So
That's what she said.
It's dark, yes.
get. Nice! Well placed.
I love a game with an orgy.
But the only thing that I
know,
will
we
say
already
upset me
advertised that a while ago.
about going from Origins
I know,
to
we already
Awakening
advertised that.
Did you?
Yeah, for outsourcing.
was I played it where you performed that evil ritual or whatnot to have Morgan bear
Oh,
a
yeah.
child that was going
Oh
to
yeah, you totally want to do that.
I did that and then went in to upload Awakening
Yeah. That's-
and it went, hey, guess what? You didn't do this. You
You
didn't,
didn't
do
sleep
this.
with Morgan. You didn't actually have children. It was all a dream.
Oh no, there's an option where you can if you go into their Dragon Keep, but yet it didn't say that I did. It didn't save it as that.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
So I went, you
I just feel
aborted
bad
my
for him.
child? Die.
What the hell is that guy's name? Alan or whatever. I felt bad for him. It was sad.
Oh, I should have had coffee.
All right, Larry, what have you been playing?
So I'm gonna board game it a little bit, and
All right.
Yeah,
Board
and
game is right.
I'll throw it. Throw the old pick in the old.
We got all day, Lair. Don't worry.
Threw the
Holy
pick
shit,
in.
did he just
That's it,
drop?
Threw the pick in.
I'll
Oh
throw
yeah,
a
I
pick in
didn't.
here.
I didn't know we could, throw board games into this.
You know,
We
it's
always
so
allow
well.
it.
You have to think about it. You have to think of it. No, it'll happen.
Wait,
Just
did he
hold on.
actually drop off for everybody?
He did.
Yeah, he dropped
Yeah,
off
okay.
the video.
It wasn't just you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've successfully put my picture up. So now,
Oh, talisman.
yes, I'm right here. I'm right here.
You're a couple of. Oh, there you are. You were a couple
Yeah.
of blocks there for a second.
No, so anyways, so I've been playing Talisman since it was first introduced to me since '89, and I bought first edition copy at Gen Con, and so I've been playing the board game a long time. And when I started doing this podcast, I learned of something called Steam, which I had not even known existed before this.
It's not
So-
like you weren't hanging out with us for like the previous 20 some odd years.
Yeah,
Before the show came on,
Yeah.
I mean, it had to have
Yeah.
come up in conversation. I'm just
Uh,
saying.
it might have, but
But
never really-
it just blanked it. Just like, eh.
I'm pretty sure what happens is
it never really
Larry just waits.
registered okay.
Larry just waits for everybody to finish talking so he can talk. So he just never listens. So he's like, "Oh, what's this contraption? Steam? Never heard of it."
Well, that would
Yeah.
require Larry to stop talking at some point. I don't think that really happens. So
I do talk a lot. That's well established. And so I when I got on Steam, one of the first things I found is there was a digital copy, and this was 2014, so it's a little ways back of Talisman. So that was one of my first downloads, and I played the digital copy. In fact, I played a game last night with a group that I was really frustrated with. I had the crown, and this one guy he had spells, and he could constantly block the killing him, and it was really, we ended up just calling it as a standoff after about an hour.
Oh,
See, so it's you know what I really like about the reason I can go back to it and keep doing it, especially if we add in different players and things, is it's a bit like playing chess. Why you play chess over and over and over and over. There are just different elements that can pop up based on what another person might do, and sometimes they don't do the thing you expect, and so it always kind of adds an extra bit of randomness to it. Sometimes someone's got a weird vendetta, and they just might kill off your other opponent, and you're like, well, that was stupid, you're gonna lose now. But they didn't care. The only thing they wanted to do.
did anybody just see Jacob get attacked by tentacles? I just saw it.
I missed it.
So
Yeah.
I like a
Rest in
good
peace,
I like a
Jacob.
good board game. I've been probably the most one of the most. Jacob's been also there. One of the more pro board game advocates to the show, and Talisman is
I can help you there, buddy.
is a sweet digital port, and they have lots of downloadable content in that, and currently on sale. You can buy the damn basic game for $1.98 right now.
The sale ended about 2 hours ago.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it just ended.
So where's
I
that
had
when
it
this
in
posts
my-
like 3
Why?
weeks
I
from now?
forgot to hit
Watch
buy.
for the sale. Watch for the sale.
I had it in my cart and forgot to hit buy. And
I
went
hate
back
that.
to look at it, and now it's back to $7, which for a digital release of a game like that, $7 is still a very good
Now,
deal.
to be fair, the base game of Talisman, to own a physical copy of Talisman,
Way more expensive than
is
$7.
about $60 to $70. The base game. So to get it for $7 digitally, pretty damn good.
And the expansions are like $2 a pop.
And there's tons of expansions. It's also got, which is super. It also is a remote play game eligible with Steam. So the only person that has to own it is me, or somebody else in your group. Or you can do the other sort of traditional online versions of the game where everybody owns a copy, but it's comparatively super cheap from buying the actual physical copy. Although I do like the physical copy. I think it's a fun game. By the way, trivia note, there is an episode of The Big Bang Theory where all the cast is sitting around a table and they are playing Talisman. So it's got a little bit of wider gaze than most board games. And you can also get fine little miniatures that you can paint and stuff like that. So it got that going for it. But I play mostly the digital now, and it's super fun to go back and play. There you go.
All right, Tushar, you're up next.
Okay, so let's see where to begin. I mean, there's so many old games that I still play today. I mean, sometimes I just feel like, you know what, I want to play Banjo-Kazooie, so I'll throw that in and just run through that game. Really awesome. I talked about it earlier today. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Still holds up today. Amazing game. Really wish that there was a remake or a sequel for that.
There was a sequel that was lousy.
It was like 3D one or something, right?
It was no, it was a SNES game. It was
Oh, okay.
It wasn't as good. It was not the same.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, maybe that just flew over my head.
It's probably because it wasn't that good.
Yeah, more than likely. I know that there was a fan-made one that was supposed to be pretty good.
That one was
never
pretty good.
That.
The one that was released on Android, I did play that. It was called Monster Madness, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm right. Anybody want to back me up? Me? Yes.
You are wrong. I want to not back you up. Oh, wait.
Ass.
Okay.
But let's see. I mean, yeah, so many. Honestly, like Wayne's World for SNES, Lost Vikings 1 and 2 were really good. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker on Genesis.
Yeah.
I could go on. I mean, and I will. Let's see what else is there. Dino City. What?
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
You are nailing the G2B pattern.
Yeah, I know. Well, the Larry G2B pattern. I think that's what they call it. So, and by the way, Larry, cannot wait for more. I told Rob the other day, I'm waiting for more of your playthroughs because it was very, very entertaining.
I find it relaxing.
Yeah.
Hey, no, the next big thing is box talk. Yeah, that's
box
the next
talk
big
with Larry
thing.
Davis.
Yeah.
Did you see his Pong one? Did you see the Pong TV?
I did not
review?
see the Pong one.
Go watch that one.
That
was great.
I'll see the Pong one. And then let's see. I mean, I'm always at the barcade, having a good beer and playing whatever they have. Thankfully, the barcade, the one that I frequent, they roll games in and out frequently. They have some really obscure stuff as well. They've got one of those 4-player Daytona USAs that's on hydraulics, which is really cool. You don't even see those around. They have the Golden Axe arcade game that's really super hard to find.
So mild interruption.
That's hot.
Locally to Wisconsin, Garcade is starting to fire their machines back up. From the COVID situation. So, okay, go ahead. There.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, honestly, yeah. That there's just so much. So, yeah. If it's retro, I played it when I was a kid. I'm probably gonna play it again. At some point.
Ghoul Patrol.
I didn't even really
Ghoul
think
Patrol
about
was the sequel, yes.
I didn't even really think about the idea of like arcade games because obviously, I mean, anybody that's listened to this podcast for a minute and a half, I mean,
That's
I'd
about what
probably
they
play
average.
it. Yeah, I probably play like Tapper like, every other day.
Yeah, there you
See,
go.
that would have been a good
Yeah.
bring up. Yeah.
So
Monster
arcade games
Madness,
for
Battle
sure.
for Suburbia. There was a PC release. I think you got to get it on CD right now, though. Maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe GOG has it. That was
CD,
the
gross.
More than likely.
Well, no, I'll check GOG.
What have you been playing forever?
Dog.
Me forever. Let's see. Forever. Super. I'd probably say.
That's
Fighting games. I mean, like I've been probably playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for. I mean, it's been over. I know it's been at least 10 years. Well, yeah, it's been like 13, 14, 15 years now. Something. No, it's like 20 years now. Yeah, something like that. I forget.
It
So
goes
that's-
like that, and
Yeah,
it
20
goes
years.
faster. So
yeah, trust me, that just
Yeah.
accelerates.
yeah.
It's 20 years.
Mario. Speaking of things we play a lot, Super Mario did not have it wrong when you could play. You can go back and forth a little bit in the world, but mostly it pushes you forward, and that
That was before the open world concept.
but that was more of a metaphor for life. That you can go back and forth a little bit, but either way, you're gonna have to move forward.
You should do like a philosophical playthroughs with Larry, and you just play and you just try to just talk about these things and just lose half your audience because no one understands what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
but
think that would
But I'd
gain
enjoy
audience.
it. I'd enjoy it.
guy,
That's all that
that
matters.
one obsessed. I'm just looking for the one Sith apprentice.
All right.
You
let's
can
go-
get a free physical copy. Boy, I'm stuck on this. Of Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia on Amazon for $10.
Well, there you go.
There we
Didn't
go.
you just say it's a free physical copy?
No. I did
Oh,
not
I thought
say
you
free.
said free physical copy for
You can
$10. I was like,
That would be
something's not
awesome.
adding.
No, PC physical copy.
It's just for
Okay.
shipping and
What he
handling.
said was,
Yes,
you could
yes,
free-
$10.99. Remember that? Like in the
You could-
80s and 90s,
you could-
they had all those free things, and then the shipping was like $20.
BMG
No,
Music
no.
Club, one CD,
No, I was
15
gonna
CDs
go.
for $1, and then every CD after that is $48.
I was gonna go with the more patriotic view of you are free to purchase that at $10.99.
You're free. Columbia Record and Tape Club is still after me for their $5 that I owe them in their last one.
It must have spent
that was
way more than
Karma
$5.
Chameleon.
It'd be better.
By,
It'd be better if you owed him $2.
Culture
I
Club.
want
and,
my $2.
That's right. All right, Rob.
Yeah.
What about you, Rob?
I want to admit that I like this song. All right, now next we got. All right, I'm gonna go with two from Atari. I'm gonna gloss over them real quick though. First one is Adventure. I've been playing pretty regularly. Every once in a while, I just bust it out and finish it. You know, I don't know why. It's something about the ducks. I mean, dragons. I just like it. Been playing that game forever. It's enjoyable. If you've ever played it, it's gotten a lot more press lately since that one movie. So it's not as lost in the annals of history as it used to be.
That movie blew. Like, it was so bad. And it was okay. And you know what? Honestly, the book
like the
was. I
movie
thought the book was
Blue.
bad. The movie was terrible. Like, I have taken shits that I have looked at afterwards.
I
and
hear
been
that
like,
from
wow,
everybody
that
that read
is
the
hard.
book.
Oh my god, the book was
See,
absolutely
I didn't read
terrible.
the book, so it was pretty good. But I
Ready
hear if
Player
you
One.
read the book, you just can't
Wait,
watch.
which
It's
one?
like the Hitchhiker's Guide.
You know how
You
you
know, it's
stop
just-
ruining movies? Stop reading.
I mean, you're not
Quotes
wrong.
with Larry. Quotes with Larry. That's a good Larry quote.
So,
All right, so
those of you who've not seen the movie, that's the game in the movie he's got to beat. So
he's got to find the microdot. We used to call it the microdot locally.
Yeah.
Which is, a reference. But anyway, next, I've been playing Spider Fighter probably at least a couple times a month. Ever since the thing was released in like 1982 or something like that. I remember when it first came out. It's your basic. I guess you could think of it as like Galaga with spiders and other stuff. I don't want to say Centipede because Centipede wouldn't give you the right feel for it. It's very fast.
Would Human Pede give you the right feel?
Yeah, Human Centipede. Yeah. It's like Human Centipede? No. So basically, you're shooting from the bottom. You're supposed to be like the thing defending your garden. I know, it sounds like Centipede, but it's really nothing like it. It has pods that come out, and then those will launch spiders and other little creatures out of them. So you want to shoot those as fast as humanly possible. And when I was 14... Holy crap,
possible,
I can end those bastards. Now, I am definitely over the hill. I mean, I am not as fast as I used to be on the game, but I still have a great blast. It's one of those few Atari games that you can just... Anybody who's into a shooter is going to like it, probably, because it's just a dead awesome shooter. Anyway, final one I'm going to talk about is a PC game. One of the first indie games that I really got into is Darwinia. That's from 2005. It's like really pretty old, and it was very popular. This was like
new, dude. I'm almost getting into that gen of games.
My kid was 4 when it came out. Anyway, let's
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yep.
Be behind the curve.
I'm going to read the thing for it, because that makes it a lot easier, I think. Combining fast-paced action with strategic battle planning, Darwinia features a novel and intuitive control mechanism. That's absolutely true. And a graphical style ripped from 80s retro classics like Tron and Defender. It does look like Tron a lot. I don't...
Pew pew!
I don't think I've seen a game quite like this since. I think it's probably the only game of its kind. I've seen some similar stuff, but nothing quite like it. It's definitely worth trying. Anyway, story concerning a tribe of nomadic sprites trapped in a modern 3D world. So the first part, you basically log in, and then you run into the guy who created Darwinia, the world, and he needs help basically saving all these little electronic creations that he made. And...
Where the hell's Patrick going?
That basically involves shooting and... Wow, that's distracting. Shooting and attacking the living crap out of enemies while trying to save your little friends. But it's way more complex than that, because you're trying to get them often to go into safe places. So you're trying to hurt them as well. It is really a fabulous game. And by the way, graphically holds up. Looks amazing as it did on day one.
It looks a lot like Descent, when Descent came out, like the same type of graphics.
It's thinking about Descent, but it's definitely not anything like it.
No, I was just saying the graphics, not the gameplay. I'm looking at something on Steam right now.
They're very pretty. I like the game a lot. And every once in a while, I just bust it out and play it. It's great stuff. Plus, by the way, every screenshot you take of that game is worth being a background, a wallpaper for your desktop. So that's really pretty cool too.
I'm not sure I'm convinced.
I think that's because you're a big jerk.
Well, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go next. So started the very first time I came across this probably when it came out in '96.
It's Sex Olympics on the Commodore 64. Yeah, Tom, way to go!
Yes, it is. So in '96 at a Pizza Hut, they had a Neo Geo set up with Metal Slug.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was it for me, man. I just became a Metal Slug junkie. So it's a 2D run and gun. The whole series has been solid. I mean, I of all the Metal Slugs, I play X the most probably, but I play all the Metal Slug games. It's it's out for a lot of platforms. You can get it on the PlayStation. You can get it on the PC. You can get it on the Neo Geo if you've got the Neo Geo. It's pretty much on every platform that I can think of. It's just a really solid run and gun game.
I'm just in the game room. Our office.
It's just a really solid run and gun.
He just muted himself.
So if you I don't think I have to explain what it is to you, but the nice thing is there was a lot of variation in the game. It holds up well. But in fact, it's funny. There was a big article on it recently, and just talking about the diversity in the game itself. That the original one came out, it was great. 2 came out, it was a great follow up. 3 kind of took a whole humorous approach to it, which was funny. I mean, they've done a really good job with that franchise and just keeping it going. I mean, mind you now.
What was the release date on that?
On which 2009 for the original.
No.
Yeah.
Not
For Metal
2009.
Slug?
No, not sorry. 1996. I was reading the.
That sounds about right because I remember playing it in Wichita.
96.
Yeah, 96.
I had the same experience.
On the Neo Geo machine.
I had the same experience. I remember playing it in 1996 at Pizza Hut.
Yep, that's
we were playing it while we were doing our wash. It was at
Right.
the laundromat.
Yeah.
where they pretty much every Pizza Hut had a Neo Geo system in it for a while. So you could hit a Pizza Hut and there it would be.
Think about how dead the arcades were by then too. Isn't that odd?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, at that point, arcades were pretty much a thing of the past in the mid '90s. So,
you guys are just throwing up these arcade games, and I was thinking a little more console, a little more PC, a little more traditional.
Board games.
But I mean, you guys know I went to Iowa and bought a bowling machine.
right.
And I keep playing that same bowling machine, the CampCon bowling.
That's because that game is great.
Freaking
To
awesome.
be fair.
Yeah, but the nice thing about the whole Metal Slug series is its replayability. I mean, it doesn't matter which character you pick; they all basically do the same thing. But it's just the cleverness of the game. I mean, each game has its own little tricks and tips and stuff. The non-linear play in the later games is really nice. Where you can actually these little shortcuts you can take to get to other levels. You don't have to go through the this level. They just had a lot of very clever things in their games, and it plays really well. Again, that's the one game I always come back to, and not just on the arcade, but I've got it on multiple systems, and I play it pretty much on every system I have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Josh, I think you're next.
Really quick, following up with that, yeah, Metal Slug definitely a great franchise. If you guys haven't played it, Metal Slug XX, so it came out for PSP. It was a update to Metal Slug 7, which was on the DS. Had better graphics. They redid all the backgrounds. They added a lot more paths. They added more levels, new enemies, new vehicles and stuff. I mean, phenomenal game. And so it was originally on PSP. They re-released it for Xbox Live Arcade, PS3, PS4 last year, and also Steam. So go check it out. I mean, it's really, really awesome.
I've got it on the PS3, and yes, it is. And they did it again. All the games, they've been really good on that series. There has not been a clunker in the series.
Yeah,
Well, it's pretty expensive on Steam.
Wait, you didn't hear of Metal Slug 76?
No, I didn't.
I've only played 1, 2, 3, and X. Those are the ones I have on GOG, but they're all very, very, very good. Definitely +1 on Metal Slug. I've got 2 games, and then a bonus, and then an honorable mention.
Wait, you got a what?
2 games and a bonus.
Oh,
You got
thank
a
you. All right.
boner.
Sorry, I misheard
Got a
that.
boner. You know,
Well,
if
I mean, I
that
do
goes
kind of
more
have
than
a
4
boner for
hours.
one of the games, so I mean, half dozen and 1/6 the other. First one, and this is funny.
I apparently say that wrong.
Is that one of
Just
your
started
words?
playing this again, beginning of the week. Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO. It's been around since 2011, and I started playing it the day it dropped, and it went free to play 4 years in. And it's been free to play ever since, and actually they still keep pumping out content. Like their 5th DLC just dropped for it. The free to play model, there's some stuff you don't get. Most of it's cosmetic, but some of it's like high level dungeons, high level
Wait,
equipment.
so Old Republic had, I mean, it was Old Republic, and then there was Sith Lord and all that. There was some different. So is it still part of the same thing?
Yeah, they did Knights of the Old Republic, which was the old BioWare games, the RPGs that were based off of D&D 3.5, I think, in the back end. And then they came out with the Old Republic, which is the MMO based in that same kind of universe. So very, very good if you're a Star Wars nerd, check it out. The lore is great.
Does
And
it
it's a lot of fun.
include questionable things going on with women and androids?
Absolutely. It would
That's
not be
good.
Star Wars if it did not. It's very story driven too, so it's not like WoW where it's go here, pick 10 fruit, bring it back, level up, yada
You
yada
know,
yada.
it's as being an MMO. The one of the things I always had trouble with was, and people were completing quests, but it was like 5,000 people completing the same quest.
Oh sure.
Like kind of, I mean, that works that way then, right?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. I mean, it's an MMO, but they do a good job of making it story driven and making it feel like you're actually an important character in that world. Like when you do stuff, it feels
Is that when there's
important things have taken place.
is that when it's a call out for a naked dance party in the Old Republic?
Well, what happens in the cantina stays in the cantina.
That's fair.
So it's still free to play. Check it out if you're an MMO guy or a Star Wars guy or gal, whatever the case may be. My second one is an old classic I've been playing for a while. I've been playing Minecraft since it was in early beta, and I'm actually glad there's no counter that tells me the amount of hours I've put into this game, because I would be sad.
Okay, personally, most successful build
In what?
Minecraft.
Minecraft. I'm not a builder. I'm a technical guy. I do stuff with redstone.
What are you?
And honestly, I haven't played. So this is where I was going with this. I played base Minecraft for a very long time, and then about version 1.47, I think, out came this thing called Feed the Beast, which was a set of mod packs. Yeah, it was a terrible name, but it really
I love
set the
that. I love
standard.
the name. It sounds very metal. I love metal.
Yeah, but Minecraft metal really go together.
Minecraft can be
not
metal.
so much. You don't have any fingers, Larry. You can't do the devil horns.
Where?
So,
Need headbang though.
You're a cube.
Yes.
That's why you got to do Animal Crossings, where you can do all the flags and stuff in the background.
Where you mix it with Doom Eternal and make a whole game out of that. Yeah. So Minecraft Feed the Beast, where modded Minecraft started to happen, and that's where I've spent the majority of my time. High-tech mod packs with builds that require using like Lua scripting and redstone and just really complex stuff. That's where I spend a lot of my time, and I come back to it every time a new version comes out. It's like, oh, there's new mods. Let's check these out. Let's see what's new.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in Tech Reborn. Let's see what's in whatever new mod just came out. So I spend a lot of time in there.
I gave it up after they started adding magic stuff in there. I was like done. I was like, nah, that's it.
I don't really get into the magic mods. I think they're a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
When you say magic, is it its own content or Magic the Gathering?
No, it's like
No,
there's literally mods that add like fireballs and lightning bolts, and there's actually a couple of mods like Psy lets you build your own spells, and they can do whatever you want.
What am I haven't spent a lot of time in Minecraft, to be honest, but I've gotten the image from what people talk about that it is a bit of a reflection of us. And so when I said, well, is it Magic the Gathering? It wouldn't surprise me because that's what we've been playing.
I don't know. I used to play with my kid all the time. I mean, we had like this huge like city, and you just go out. I would have friends log into the server. We're still looking to this day, and it's our map's old enough that I got to run an old Java version of it.
Yeah.
I'm still looking
what is your best
for what
build?
this guy built. He like went way out, and I even took a map editor to start looking for it because he was digging deep, and he was going places. You'd see his abandoned stuff, but I have not found his base yet. To this day, I kind of gave it up, but I've still got it on a thumb drive. Someday,
he's the current most owner of Bitcoin.
Yes, absolutely, and that's where the Bitcoins are. All of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was a guy who made a 1-to-1 scale replica creation of Ministereth from Lord of the Rings. So go check that out if you want.
I have heard this, and I heard it from Tom, who apparently I don't know is upset or something. What are you doing, Tom? So
little bonus game.
But I'd heard that somebody created a working computer in Minecraft.
A 16-bit processor. Yeah, and that didn't base Minecraft, not even modded, like working 16-bit processor.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. You got to actually know like engineering and how to build like AND gates and OR gates and all that kind of stuff.
That is pretty meta.
My kid made me a Father's Day sign, and it would blow up. Like you could pull a switch, and it would just drop down the lava and then blow up. It was awesome.
It's amazing the stuff you can do with redstone in that game. You can spend your time doing nothing but redstone and never get bored.
I miss that.
It's pretty incredible.
I thought it just started getting too much going on, and I just felt like, I mean,
every now and then you got to wipe the slate and start over again. Nuke whatever server you're on and start a world fresh. Otherwise, it gets like that.
Yep.
What else you got?
I got my bonus
You know
game.
what? That seems like. Wait, can we do that? Can we?
To the world? No, we can't, Larry.
Larry, you're getting a penalty shot.
So you guys,
wait,
obviously...
hold on. Wait.
I probably made a mistake saying that.
What is he doing? What is he
All
doing?
right.
Yeah, penalty shot.
I'll take a shot.
I'll give you $5 if you finish that off.
That was full.
Please don't do
the
that.
podcast started, right?
Not
Give me your PayPal.
But I will take it. I will take a penalty shot.
Okay, bonus.
You deserve that one.
Yep. So you guys are retro gamers. Super Nintendo had two really, really popular games. You might have heard of them: Super Metroid and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Well, some crazed maniac got it up his ass that he was going to make a crossover between those two games and also make it so it randomizes all the items between both games. So the link to it's there. You have to upload an original ROM of each, and it will give you a hacked version of the ROM.
Oh, that's awesome.
You download it and play it, and it is randomized. So you might find missile packs in Kakariko Village, and you might find the Master Sword in Lower Norfair.
Okay, that's freaking amazing.
By the way, has anybody played the Super Mario 64 for PC yet?
No.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Nintendo has
Mario-
tried to strike this from the earth.
Wait,
Of course
which
they
Super
are.
Mario?
Yeah,
Somebody
right.
remade frame for frame Super Mario.
Oh, the
64
PC
on the
version.
PC. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there was somebody uploaded the source for
Yep.
Super Mario 64 last year or earlier this year because it finally got decompiled, and some crazed maniac was like, "Yeah, I got like all the time in the world on my hands." So they never announced anything, and they went through, and it runs strictly off DirectX. It's all plug and
That's
play. You can just
amazing.
install it on your PC
Awesome.
and run. It is insane.
And by the
It
way,
looks so good.
Nintendo will come to your door if they find it. They'll come down and they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed my mom.
They'll send Mickey Mouse to your house to kick you in the balls.
Yeah, I know, right?
That
totally
sounds like
happened.
something I'd want to happen.
Okay, so let's move it on. Let's see. Dallas,
He
you're next.
fondle my balls because they're,
That's okay.
Yobu needs a refill. I'll be right back.
All right,
If
Dallas,
so, I'm installing right now.
Dallas.
Yeah, I was just waiting for everybody else to finish.
Oh, don't worry about it. Dallas. They're never going to finish.
Okay. Well, that. Okay. So,
Phrasing.
yeah.
What
So,
Dallas?
Oh, come on, let Dallas talk.
No, I'm talking directly to Dallas. If you would not interrupt me,
hey, Larry.
we love your beautiful face. When are you gonna get a webcam so that we can see you?
Well, that's going to be very dependent. Number one, I think I need to hold out till I actually get a new rig. I really need to do that soon because, I'm sick of working off this laptop and have to have, limited abilities on this laptop due to this whole, hard drive 100% disk glitch with Windows 10 or whatever that slows everything down. Plus, I'm
That
limited
does
on the amount
suck. That does.
and the way my computer set, I do have a webcam on my laptop's, lid. However, I have my laptop lid closed because have it plugged through HDMI into my TV. So it's
yeah.
kind of
I get it. You're a big baller in. Oh well, then
yeah.
that's fine.
However,
HDMI cable and
yeah.
a TV, big ball.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like otherwise, I would get a webcam. However, I'm very limited on the amount of USB ports that I have right now. So I'm thinking I'm just going to hold out on getting a new rig or having you guys at least, assist me at least on, what to get to build a new rig. The best, most optimum parts. Because and besides that, I think I look like a gross piece of rotten pork that's been dropped in a barrel of pubes right now. So I'm rather self-conscious about.
Could you please just add sexy to that?
And to be fair, it does. I mean, you would have to put on pants.
That's true.
Well, that's true.
I don't wear pants
Wait.
half the time.
Why do you need pants to be on
I
camera?
know. I know. Nobody wears
Below.
pants.
Nobody's
I barely wear a shirt.
Okay, guys, I have to dip. Finish the show.
Okay.
I will
Okay,
talk
Tom.
to you. Dallas, take it easy.
Take it easy, Tom.
See you,
Later,
Tom.
guys.
Later.
Have a good night.
It would become the break.
So yeah, it's like and I will do the webcam thing. I just need to get that whole dealy situated to figure out how to get that done. In the meantime, I guess to get on the subject of what games always come back to. I'll just say straight up, it's pretty much an easy answer for me is Doom. Classic Doom. It's like what flavor Doom I want. Vanilla Doom, Mod Doom, Doom 2, Ultimate Doom, Final Doom.
Your mom's Doom.
Yeah, my mom's Doom.
Those million wads that you
always
used to
fun.
get off of one CD.
I
Yes.
get a bug up my ass to do J Doom every now and then.
Yes, exactly. And that's I got a million watts. I got the whole toll conversions.
So many wads.
Yeah, the TCs. I've got the the little spin-offs like Chex Quest and all that shit. Oh yeah, and
Just in the chat.
yeah, that's So they
Yeah.
just did an HD remake.
Amazing.
Travis shared that. I love it.
Amazing.
Facebook
So we
is
got
so
that.
frozen.
So on
That's
top of
Facebook
that, the
for
one my favorite mods for Doom I've been enjoying a lot lately is not just Brutal Doom, but it's one modification of that, Project Brutality. I've been digging the fucking hell out of that. Project Brutality or Brutal Doom. That's basically, I like to imagine that that's what the creators had in mind when they first created Doom. What they imagined it to be. It's just it's Doom ramped up to 1,000,000%. It's so gory and violent and just insane that it's just almost overwhelming at points. I highly recommend it. It can be a little bit of a bitch to set up at times, but once you get it rolling, it's a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, Doom, it's been ported to everything. I can't wait to be able to port it to the human body. We'll see what happens next. It will happen.
I'm relatively sure Doom has already been ported, but
oh yeah, it's been ported to everything.
There was someone that was running it on a warehouse scan gun at one point.
Yes, I saw that. The warehouse scan gun port Doom.
I buy Doom for everything too.
I was more being existential that Doom has been exported to the.
Well, eventually, when these get implanted in our bodies, like comlinks from Shadowrun, you'll just be able to run it on that on your comlink.
Dude, I can't wait!
Right on your augmented reality, right in your cyber
I can't wait for the Twitch.
It's gonna be the best.
I'm not gonna be able to afford the good ones, so I want the upgrade Twitch.
Now you have to get the back alley.
Exactly.
That might
half
happen.
price, double the essence loss.
So the next time I see you, if I happen to punch you in the face, it's probably just a Twitch.
Way to go!
I didn't mean it.
Way to ruin the mood.
Hey, nice to meet you.
All right, let's go on to Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler, you on?
Oh no, I have one more.
Oh, you got one more? Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna mention one more. So another one is a close second. This one hasn't, in some ways, it hasn't aged as well as part of how it slots into our modern culture, but I still love the hell of it and still addicted to it. Duke Nukem. So I still play a lot of Duke Nukem 3D. I know that game like the back of my hand. Granted, it's a little cheesy at this point, a bit misogynistic in some ways, but I still
it's all that.
It's still fun. So the build engine. Yeah, the build
probably
engine
a bag of chips.
Yeah, the build engine is great. I still love it.
It
Of course,
amazing.
it's so relevant. With games like Iron Maiden or Ion Fury, if you want to call it that.
You can't call it Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
There's a lawsuit.
How we not? Now we're talking about Iron Maiden. Yeah,
No,
That was the problem. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Bruce Dickinson flew out and kicked their ass for that. That was not very nice of him.
No,
He got very bent out of shape when it was called Iron
That was the
Maiden.
result of the lawsuit. Is
I
he just
mean,
gets
to
to
be
drop
fair.
both on him?
Yeah, he called him Metallica.
Yeah, they sent Eddie out. I mean, it was pretty rough.
But yeah, one thing I did want to mention about Duke Nukem is there is a mod for it. If you have at least the Atomic Edition, you can get a mod called Alien Armageddon. It's like the brutal Doom of Duke Nukem. It's a total conversion. It's its own little. I highly recommend it. I think it's what Duke Nukem Forever should have been.
Disappointment that game.
Which is disappointment, but
very
Duke Nukem Alien
exciting.
Armageddon is my Duke Nukem Forever, so to speak. So yeah, I highly recommend checking that out if you have.
Honestly, didn't think it was terrible.
Very
it was what it was.
side point.
It should have
Very
stayed as
shy.
vaporware.
Yeah, just gonna say that way.
Very side point.
It wasn't
You were
finished.
talking Iron Maiden, rock and roll, metal music. So Tracy seems to be sporting a bit of the spirit of Eric Carr from Kiss with the green eyeshadow today. Carry on. My way
Today?
of order, friend.
All right, we're on to
Relevant
Tyler.
mention, chat.
Yo. So, the first game I have is a game that, I don't play nearly as much, but it's one of my favorite games to go back and play, like, every now and then, and specifically not an entire series, but Road Rash 2. is one of my favorite games to go back and play. Easy
Yes.
to just jump into, play a few games, and have a lot of fun, beating the hell out of all the riders and stuff. Still, like, when I think about playing, like, the Sega, this is the game I think about playing. So, still, hands down, one of my favorite games. Now, the other one is a game that I have probably put more hours into than any other game. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that's probably put as many hours into a game, in this group at least. And it is for adults, Diablo 2.
That one, fine. Sure, I'll give you that.
You mean you
I thought
actually
you were
have
gonna
to
say
play
Leisure
it?
Suit Larry.
Yeah, so I was very obsessed with this game. There was a good couple of years where I didn't have any friends or did anything besides play this game. I was very obsessed. And still to this day, I just rebuilt my computer back in March with brand new basically everything. The first game I loaded up, because I haven't played in a while, was Diablo 2.
Awesome.
They still
I'm
have
going to be 20 years old in June, and the first game I loaded up was a 20-year-old game on my brand new gaming.
And it's
They
still
still
better
have
than Diablo
active
3.
battle. They still have active BattleNet ladders for D2, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
What?
it's still a supported game.
Where
That's
can
how
you get it?
popular it is.
I
If
can't
you have
get it.
yeah, you can. You can get a digital copy out of BattleNet. It's $10, $20.
I think
And
the
they
battle
just-
test for Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction is like $20 or something like that.
Yeah, they just bind it to your BattleNet account and then you drop it in the launcher and just run it. Same with the original StarCraft. That's in there too.
I know the
And
original.
even the original Diablo is still running servers and has that BattleNet connections and everything too.
The original Diablo with their what was that? Their spawned edition of it, where you could play with friends that didn't own the game. Shareware, when that was a thing.
That's still a thing. They just renamed it.
I haven't opened my battle.
Yeah, they call it piracy now.
The Pirate Bay. Oh, I love that Pirate Bay is now like considered an old timer site.
Yeah.
I love that. Pirate Bay? What are you, old? Yeah.
Uh huh.
That's
I still love Pirate Bay.
2015.
Yeah. Pretty
All
sad.
right. Where?
All right.
Wait. Okay,
got-
hold on. Where is it in here?
Are we really doing tech support here? Guys, welcome to Guys, Games, and Beer Tech Support Line.
I was gonna say I
You
really
right
love
click
that
on
roadmap.
I will link it to you.
All right, Ryan. Ryan, while Tracy's doing something completely unrelated, what's up? What's your games?
Well, Dallas took one of mine, and I guess his
That's
is
why
similar.
you call him Dallas the
We're-
Dallas.
We were
Yeah.
both in the same of Duke
We're in the
Nukem.
zone.
Doom. So I have been recently rebuilding a bunch of old devices, trying to make sure that I get all of the major Microsoft operating systems and Mac ones, kind of like a device of each. So I've got this good old compact, I think it's 46 actually. So I put DOS on it, and the first thing I
love
put on
those.
it was Doom. So I have has no sound card. So I get the good old computer beeps with the chainsaw
God.
or the guns. So
Gotta get you a nice sound blaster.
yeah,
Sound
I-
Blaster 5.
well, the next laptop up has sound. It's got Windows 3.1 and has that on there. So
I don't think that's going to support the Sound Blaster Live. I think you're going to have to go back to the 16.
16. Yeah. So yeah, for me, it's been those. Anytime I kind of rebuild a system, I always throw one of those
That
on
was
there.
a joke, by the way.
Those-
It was really meant to be a
More
joke.
tech support. I'm going.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Dude, oh, wait, I am so
was
sorry,
the-
but I got to
that
tell you a
was-
Dell story
That was
today.
that was the best, not even missing a beat nerd response.
Yep.
Well, you gotta see.
I was working with Dell today, and we got a new. I had a drive do
sorry.
a predictive failure, and it was in our VRTX one. That's kind of like a blade system.
Vertex
And,
is pretty
yeah,
cool.
So I had installed the new drive, right? And it's working fine. There's no errors logged, but it's still flashing, right? I'm talking to the tech support gal. Hey, can I clear the log? What can I do? And she said, hey, have you tried just pulling it out and shoving it back in again? Damn, it worked!
Please tell me you followed that up with giggity.
I was like, dang, that really, that was pretty basic. Basic.
Why didn't I think of
Dell.
that? Shit.
So my
What the hell?
Perfect.
All right, go on.
Sorry.
so my second game is because I do have a pinball machine. Sometimes it just sits there, and other times it gets a lot of use. And with this whole, being quarantined, our family is having like almost nightly pinball matches. We're keeping track who wins each night. All we do is play one game, and then go through that. So
Is it Microsoft Pinball?
No, it's
No, he's got a pinball machine.
physical pinball machine. So
It was a joke. Okay.
Cyclone.
Oh, sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Rob.
wait, didn't they
Piece of
yank
shit.
the pinball game after what, 95 or something? They wanted you to buy it, I think, right? They gave you like two boards. I forget that now.
Yeah, it's not like it was done once Pinball Dreams came to the PC. It was over. You're done, Microsoft Pinball, you piece of crap. I'm still angry at Microsoft Pinball. All right, so you're playing pinball, which is pretty awesome. That's good.
Pinball
Oh my
and,
God, you
pinball
haven't done it?
so-
Pinball fantasies and pinball, Jesus Christ, see I've ever seen that on a computer.
I absolutely agree with that, by the way.
Oh.
I love
Stones
that on
and
the
Bones
Amiga.
was the best.
What I have not done is I have not scrolled through our chat. Okay, we're okay. Nothing horrible has really happened.
No, there were no Geneva Convention breaches or
Right,
anything like
good.
that, so we're good.
I love this. I love somebody get the freaking duck away from me. General jousting. All right, we always started. I see. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm done with that. Any more, Ryan?
No, I think there's other things, but those are, I don't know. Everything gets played again at some point, so.
Yeah.
No!
Except for the really crappy stuff, and even then, every once in a while, I forget. Steam's gonna be like the ultimate of this. Like you're gonna rediscover horrible games that you only played 5 minutes of, and you're like, oh, this is crap.
It's really a hipster kind of thing, where it's like, I'm gonna play this crappy game, I don't know, out of spite more than anything.
And I'm gonna tell you how artistic it is.
Yeah, then I'm gonna tell you how you're terrible for never have played this game.
This
Me
game
and my brother
has all
played
the
the hell out of
basics.
Shaq Fu, which is an awful, awful game. But we loved playing it when we were kids.
We had no concept. I loved E.T. when I was a kid.
Agassi Christie Mysteries.
I still think E.T. kind of got a bad rap. I mean, it's not a great game, but
It's not.
there are so many worse games on the Atari 2600. There are just the Atari is rife with horrible
I remember
games.
playing that when I was 4 years old and just being
Ugh.
as a 4-year-old, what the fuck? What the actual?
We used to be like, you're just unskilled. Quit falling in those holes. And then I fall in the hole and start swearing. But we didn't think it was that bad. It's like that added some play value, I guess.
I think we just didn't realize what a bad game was at the time, maybe.
And we've been so...
Like kids love terrible, shitty movies. I mean...
That's like, what do they call it? What's the name of it when you start, empathizing with your
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, it's Stockholm Syndrome of gaming. You just start oh yeah, this isn't so bad. I don't even know what's going on. Larry?
No, actually, I kind of like it now. It's actually got some redeeming qualities.
Yeah, it's like...
Patrick, we got yelled at.
Speaking of Stockholm Syndrome, you've been watching Guys, Games, and Beer. You can check us out at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. You want to listen to live recordings, you can go to www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer, where we record every Tuesday at about 6:15 p.m. CST. Sorry about that wide gateway, but you know what? Sometimes I'm drunk. And, yeah, we just start stuff late. Sometimes we talk. It happens. By the way, we got Discord. You can check out us. You can check out us. You can check us out on Discord if you go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Look on the top right-hand side of the screen. Speaking of sides of the screen, God damn it, Larry.
I have to move around. Stop it.
You were doing so well.
I know, right? Speaking of sides of the screen, if you go to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you can see Lionheart Racing. Lionheart Racing, our sponsor, our proud, oh so proud sponsor. You can go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Have I said that enough? Go to guysgamesandbeer.net. Look on the top right-hand side of the screen. You will see. I got a story about that later. You will see you'll see a link to Lionheart Racing, and you can get all the joy. Quit looking sad, Larry. All the joy of racing. All the joy of racing without the rubber hot dogs.
I missed the hot dogs.
They were so bad, dude. Dude, remember the Petros?
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, Larry and I met when we were 2. So probably before that, I think we were babies. Our families hung out together in a Petroff. Yeah, so we met in a Petroff.
Hey, so this is a true story. So I was born on Memorial Day weekend.
You're born 8 months later.
May 27th, and so the day I was born, my dad checked in. So it was a Sunday, and my dad checked in with me and my mom. And went, you guys are fine, and went racing.
I'm going to Wilmot.
The very next weekend, I and my mom were at the track.
Yep.
So
Sounds like you have an amazing father.
Racing dads have to race, okay?
He is an amazing father, but was very dedicated to racing. And you know what? That's okay. He had a goal. And what was he going to do more?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Well, you're going to be around for the next 18 years for sure, and racing, might stop at any point. So
that's absolutely true. That absolutely did happen. I mean, there's not a lot of tracks left, so there's only a few. Wilmot's still there, though. I believe, right?
Wilmot, yes. Unfortunately, Hale's Corner has went to the way of Menards.
That kind of kills me.
I know. It wears off all the time.
It wears a mask? Holy crap, we're in the exit. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me get done. Sorry about that. Oh, you can check us out on YouTube if you want to listen to us late. www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer. Also, don't forget on Twitter, Tom, who just ejected into space. What? I can't believe this guy. At GuysGamesBeer. Go tell him. Go on Twitter and tweet over to at GuysGamesBeer. Tom, what the hell's with you? I mean, what's with you, guy? Anyway, you know, he's got that rash.
Probably from a lack of metal. And if you have a lack of metal, you should enjoy the official metal band of Guys, Games, and Beer. That is Lords of the Trident. And they will rock you.
Well
These
put.
are some top quality segues, guys.
I tell you what, when you sign out with Guys, Games, and Beer, you get the golden treatment.
The royal treatment.
I'll tell you what, they only pay for like 45 minutes of this podcast, and you get like an hour and a half.
That's like 45 free minutes.
That's right, 45 free minutes for just being a sponsor of Guys, Games, and Beer. And if you want to sponsor Guys, Games, and Beer, you can email sponsor at Guys, Games, and Beer, and no one will answer probably. But I will get the email. We're lagging behind. We're lagging behind is all I got to say. Anyway, got any questions, you can email help at guysgamesandbeer.net. questions or comments? Jesus, this thing's going south. All right, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Really appreciate it. We will see you guys next week. Jeez, where's the button to stop this shit show?
Yeah, questions, comments, concerns, death threats, whatever you got.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. Wait. There! There we go! Exiting.
Oh, there it is.
Boom, boom, boom,
I got it.
Another successful podcast.
I consider a successful podcast whenever we don't like throw up.
We have executed the technology available in a way.